Hey guys, in this tutorial we are going to learn how to apply background light effect in Affinity Photo. As you can see, I already applied the light effect on this photo and we are going to use this sample image. So if you are interested in applying such kind of light effect in your photo, keep watching. Welcome back in Editing in Affinity. I am Vinay, the host of this channel. Before starting actual editing, if you are here for very first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press notification bell next to it, so whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. So if you already have an image that you want to apply this effect, that's fine, but if you don't have one, make sure to download this image from the link given in the description below. So I already opened this image in the Affinity Photo, and the very first thing that I am going to do is make a duplicate copy of it. So that what you can do by pressing command or control J, that we already know. Okay, so after that we have to select this model. So we can select that selection brush tool, or you can also press W on your keyboard. Okay, and just select the model, zoom a little bit to see which part is left. Okay, and I think that's fine, but here is some portion that we have to refine. So just click on this refine and wait a second for Affinity. Now increase the brush size as you would like. Okay, so I think that brush size is perfect, and just paint on his hair to refine. Okay, I think that's fine. Okay, so Affinity refine his hair. Now just hit apply, zoom out with pressing command or control 0, and then make a mask of it. Okay, so I make a mask and then deselect this model. Okay, after completing this step, what you can do is select this background layer and make a new pixel layer. Now we are going to use this pixel layer for making our lights. Okay, background lights. So we are going to use the rectangular marquee tool and make a rectangular. Okay, so zoom a little bit and then make a rectangular. Okay. Make sure your rectangular height is not too much or not too small. Okay, so after you done that, fill this rectangular with the white color. Okay, so for example, you can choose any other color that you would like, but for this tutorial we are going to use the white color. So if you are going to use the white color, you can select this fill with primary color, or if you want something different color light, you can go to fill and select this custom layer and choose whatever color that you want to fill with. Okay, but for this example we are going to use the primary color, and just then hit apply. Okay, now just deselect this rectangular by pressing command or control D, or you can click on this deselect icon as well. So what we can do after that is just make a duplicate copy of it by holding down Alt and just click on this and drag a little bit. So when you apply a when you are copying multiple layer of the rectangular or the circle, you can see there is a not uniform height between each rectangular. So in order to have a uniform height between two rectangular, what you can do is make a one duplicate copy of the original rectangular, and after then just press command or control J. Okay, as you can see, Affinity make a duplicate copy of each rectangle at the same height. Okay, so I think we don't want to have this one, so we can delete this one. And the 5 strip of lights is fine as of now. You can add a multiple of it as you like. So after that we can select this all pixel layer. So if you are doing this editing in other Photoshop, now you have the option like merge layers. Okay, so we also have merge visible layer, with what that do is the merge all the visible layer below this pixel layer. Okay, so it will also merge this background layer, which is the model layer, and we don't want to do that. Okay, so what we can do is select all this pixel and make a group of it. Okay, so by doing this we don't have this model layer and we only have this strip of light. Okay, so after that we have to change the direction of light because we don't have to have that light like horizontal. So what we can do is just come over here in the perspective tool. Okay, if you don't have this in your toolbar, what you can do is go to filter and then distort and then perspective. Okay, so I already opened this perspective tool and just hold down this corner. Okay, so I think I make a mistake because I don't select this group layer. Okay, so most of the time this happen with most of the editor, so I again select this perspective tool. Okay, so now just click this assistant and as you can see that perspective tool is working fine. Okay, and I think it's look good and just hit apply. Okay, after that we don't have to have intensity of light like this, so we can reduce the opacity by I think 69 is fine. Okay, so after completing this step, what you can do is select this pixel layer, go to live filter and apply a blur. Okay, so we are going to use the field blur. Increase the global radius as you like. Okay, don't increase too much or too low. 39 is fine, I think. Just click the close dialog box. After completing that, what you can the one more filter that we are going to apply, which is tilt shift blur. In Affinity there is in Photoshop there is already separate separate option for applying tilt shift, but in Affinity you can find tilt shift in the depth of field. Okay, or in depth of field mode. Okay, tilt shift. The reason behind applying tilt shift is when we saw light when it coming out from the source it is very sharp, but when it is far away from the source it is blur. Okay, so we have to have blur lights here. Okay, so just set a tilt shift like this and increase its size and then increase its radius as well. Okay, as you can see that our light is all has been blurred. Okay, increase the radius as you like and I think that's fine. Just hit the close icon. Okay, we have to have the blur filter here. Okay, we don't want to have blur filter outside of the pixel layer. Okay, so now resize the image by pressing Ctrl 0. Now what we can do is we don't have to have this portion of light because we assume that the model is standing behind the window. So how to remove this portion of light? So in order to do that, select this pixel and make a mask of it. After making mask, we have to select gradient. Okay, now most of you thinking that why gradient, because we fill this with this solid layer as well, but what happen when you fill with the solid is this portion is dark and this portion is a little bit light. Okay, so if you apply the solid layer, your image is not match. Okay, so we are going to apply the linear gradient and make sure the color is set to black to white. Okay, so I select color black to white. Okay, and now just draw a gradient from here to here. Okay, and I think it's fine. Okay, after you done that step, just came out from the gradient blur, and if that's all for the applying lights and all that stuff. So you can see that when we apply different two blur filter, our photos light intensity is very reduced very much. So what you can do is make a group of this all layer by pressing Command or Ctrl G, and then make again duplicate copy of this group by pressing Command or Ctrl J, and then again make a group of this both group. Okay, so I hope you don't misunderstood anything. So when you see that when I make a duplicate copy of this group, the intensity of light is increased. Okay, So make a group of this both separate group, and as you can see I make a group of this. So there is a lot of group and masking coming over here. So when you see the intro, you can see that there is a line between those lights. So how we can do that? So in order to do that, just select this group and make a mask. Okay, then select brush by pressing B, or you can also click on this tool and make sure your color is set to black. Okay, and your select any brush with the light shade. Okay, now when you draw a brush, the size of brush from here it should be higher and here it should be lower. Okay, so increase brush size little bit. Okay, just click on this and coming down over and press shift and then click over here. Okay, as you can see there is a perfect rectangular line, and you can do similar here with the reduce brush size. Okay, and click on here, and I hope the line is perfect. Okay, so that's all for today's guys. As you can see there is a perfect little bit of angle in this line, but it's fine. Okay, so that's all for today's guys. I hope you learned something new and apply this field or light effect in your photo as well. As you can see there is a vast difference between the image that you saw in the intro and the image I edited in front of you guys. If you are here for, if you learn something new from this tutorial, make sure to share with your friends and hit the like button. I will meet you soon with the brand new Affinity photo tutorial. Till then, stay fit and stay editing.